Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Sky 35. Tonight, a little different. No opening, not showing any cards per se. I'm going to talk about grading brought on by SGC. But grading, in my opinion, on the whole thing, uh, brought on because a lot of the SGC guys are complaining or saying that PSA guys are complaining and bitching about how long it's taking when he switched over to SGC. It's going to take a while. Yes, but if you remember in the SGC, I think Peter's his name, with Cardboard Chronicles said, send us your cards, we're ready for them. It's going to might take a little longer than 20, 25, 30 days, but we're ready for them. And now they've come out and said it's going to be 40, 45 days, and they labeled it I Can Wait, which is a ridiculous name because it's a cop out. Because even now, if I take 60, 80, 100 days, you said you could wait for them. If you want to pay 100 and say you can't wait, then you get them back. So to me, and PSA plays the game that, oh, we wait till it's processed and then we start the clock. So they all play their game. What do? If you want them graded, you wait for them. And I don't have a problem with them. I just remember him saying that. And I think it's taking a little while for him to come out and say, hey, we're not going to meet that standard. Here's the standard. I just think they should have named it something different. I think that comes from being a younger guy, and because he said something in the newer one that he didn't understand that how many cards get graded, how many people want to graded cards. Man, I think everybody knew you were gonna get overwhelmed. So I do applaud him for coming out and speaking on it, taking it, you know, face to face. The guy from Cardboard Chronicles asked great questions. I think he let him off the hook on a couple, let him ramble on and talk his way out of some things uh, without maybe follow up to get with it. But I appreciate it all the same. But PSA on their website is straight up takes 100 days, 100 days to even after it's processed. You might wait 30 days to get it processed. So even at 100, you might not get it back. That's not guaranteed either. So it's 6 months. Everybody knows it. But everybody loves PSA. So that's not everybody. A lot of people. I don't care. I'm going to show you right now. I have cards from all of them. SGC. I mean, I just picked up cards I had sitting here for this. Uh, Geesh, come on. Gary Carter there, PSA. My lone Beckett card I got. So, that's. I just wanted to show you that I'm not for any of them. I got 100 cards at PSA, somewhere give or take 60, 70 at SGC. I'm going to send some more probably Monday or Tuesday on a group for SGC. Another 20 more or less. So, what do? I just go with it, get what I can, and my thinking is if it takes so long, once I get them start coming back, then it should be every month I should be getting cards back, right? So once I've thought that way and it hasn't worked that way yet. I get cards, I get this, and then I wait 2 months, and then I get some more, and then hasn't worked out the way I'm playing it, but I like grading. I'm addicted to the part I'm addicted to. I love packing, breaking packs, and I love graded cards. I do Gary Carter set registry, uh, and I've kind of slowed down with that because I do send off a lot of modern cards to SGC for a price point. It's I could send I think two more out of I could send 10 to 8 is what it is. If I look at $100 every time I do it, so it's 10 cards to 8, and so I've really slowed down with PSA. I think this is the type of stuff like for I feel like I'm going to send a PSA. Let's see, this one right here. As soon as I saw it, I thought that would be a PSA candidate right there. I just think it looks so good in a PSA holder, and also, and this is a PC. This is I don't sell a lot of cards. I hardly ever. 90% of what I get graded is PC, but I am going to be sending, a lot of modern stuff to SGC. I mean, I think I got a 90 Don Ross in there, but, that's. Um, but I'm also going to send this to SGC. So, I think that Fleer card's going to look good in the tux. But, I send Gary Carter's to PSA for my registry. I am addicted to that registry. And it's been fun to do that because I've found a lot of cards I've never seen before. And it's just what an adventure that is. If you're a card hobbyist, that is a true hobbyist and not an investor, which I'll talk about in a later date. So I love that aspect of PSA. SGC price point, and you get it back quicker. Right now though, it's not a lot of difference. But I've been hearing a lot of people that are SGC. I hate to use the term fanboys, but for one reason or another, they have turned to SGC as their loan. Now they'll purchase PSA, and they'll purchase a Beckett if they want that car and they can't find it, but they'll grade with SGC because bad taste in their mouth for whatever reason with PSA. Takes too long, bad customer service, something happened to them, whatever. They've decided SGC. And for a number of reasons. They feel like it gets back quicker, so they get it back on the market. Price value for what they send in. They don't send high dollar cards, so they get a better return on investment, which you state that PSA cards sell more. So, yeah, you might get 2 more cards for every 10, but you only got 8 cards you're selling to those 10. You're going to probably get your money equal or more money out of those 8 than the 10. And that's if you do the same type of cards, the same 8 cards. So that's where I get lost on that math. I think it's kind of, you can stick numbers in there and make it look good, but yeah, when you look at it logically, it's kind of lost a little bit on me. And then when that didn't work, it's well, don't buy it for the flip. Don't buy it for the name. Don't buy it for the subgrades. Buy it for the card. You're buying it for the card. So why pay a lot for this because it says PSA when you can get it cheaper because it says SGC? Great point. Great point. And there's somebody I'm going to name drop real quick. Eric, those back pages always says, and I take this wholeheartedly, buy the card, not the grade. I get 9s, 8s, even got some 7s and vintage. I'll 3, 4, whatever my value, my dollar amount to the grade is what I'm going to get. And as long as the card looks good, presents well, and what I'm looking for. And most time I like it in a holder. I know it is what it is, and it's going to hold up and not degrade even more because it's in a plastic holder. And then I put it in a one touch if they're running out fast. And so not a one touch, a perfect sleeves, superior sleeves, whatever they're called now. So they said that, and then another company got brought up that I also have just purchased some cards from, and this is the reason why I say this. GMA, and the people start laughing when that company gets brought up. I laugh too, because the value's just not there in GMA, and they'll bring up, oh, their address is a house. Well, who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter if you're in a beautiful, lavish place to do the grading or in a barn somewhere. It doesn't change the knowledge of the person that's doing it. And without the transparency, you don't know how the grading is done. You don't know who's doing the grading. Uh, but we do know, like, they don't grade all cards the same. So if a Mike Trout comes in behind a Steve Trout, Joe that's been doing it for 6 months can do the Steve Trout because basically, hey, it takes 30 seconds, look it over, slap a 9 on it, send it out the door. Oh, Mike Trout, we better get the boss in here to look at this one because we need somebody with trained eyes on this one. It's going to cost $75. We better get somebody. And that's going to be my one rant, and I'm going to go over it real quick here. Is I don't understand why cards that are more expensive in the market cost more to grade, because your job is to grade the card. I don't know why the dollar amount makes a difference, the name on a card makes the difference, the year of the card makes a difference. It's a card. Grade the card. If the market for cards crashes tomorrow and that card that you made somebody pay $75 extra to grade, the value of that card plummets. Then what was the reasoning for that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I've had people try to explain it. I don't agree with it. A card is a card. That right there shows you they don't treat all the cards the same. So when I forget the gentleman, the website, because I love to promote websites that I like to watch. When he does his investigative reports and he shows like the 80 Ricky Henderson is a harsher grade than other 80 cards, especially Oakland A's or whoever that's in the same page that gets cut. You get more 10s. Well, that card is getting a 10-second review and passed on because it's a base common, where the 1980 Ricky Henderson is a vintage card that's, a hallmark of Topps. It's one of the cards. It's huge. I think it's in the 2020 right this year. It is a sought after card. So it gets scrutinized, and I don't think it's pop related or anything like that. I just think the heart grade are harsher, and I don't like it. I know they don't have time to do every card like that, so they have to pick and choose, and that's why they do it. So I understand it, but I don't understand the price increase. I don't understand. Now, if it grades a 4, you don't get the price increase. If it gets a 10, you pay the price increase. So I I don't get it. But anyway, I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't get it. But anyway, so that you got all these different companies. You got all these choices. If you're looking for whatever you're looking for, they all fit your needs. If you're looking, some people like more than others. I'm not a Beckett fan. I don't grade with Beckett. If I see a card I like in a Beckett holder, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try to find it somewhere else. But like, the GMA card, I got this one and I bought one other hockey card, Nicholas Backstrom rookie. I feel like GMA have been around long enough, they can at least know this is not a fake. So when I purchased it, I knew, hey, it might not be a 10, but I know it's not a fake. And I don't know, but I have a high thought that it's not fake. So, I'll maybe cross it over. It's not on my list of things that has to be done because it's a PC card. I'm not going to resell it, but even as a hobby guy, a collector in this hobby, I know the value is there to cross it over. So with that, please like, share, comment. That's my 2 cents. You probably can leave the change. I don't know if I left enough, in depth enough. There's other things I want to go over in the future. So I will go over those. This is something I'm going to add to my repertoire of videos something different than just showing them as my opinions. I don't give a lot of my opinions on when I watch other people do this on their sites. I take it in. I might say something, especially if I see something, a hole in the logic, or somebody last week. I just wanted to give a heads up on a video or on something I have observed in one of the people they were talking about. So, and I will bring all that up later. And with that, like, share, subscribe. See ya.